put their best picture, probably took 10 years ago on their profile. And so you go and meet this dude. Oh my gosh.
I think it's important to just ask a dude, are we dating or what's your eggs in one basket? Okay. Hi everybody, good evening, good morning, wherever you may be. Welcome back to the Moda for Mamas. So today we are talking about monogamy in dating specifically. Sarah, I know you're a strong advocate for this monogamy issue. Take us away.
I am. Because I feel like if I'm trying to date 2, 3, 4 people, I'm not going to give it all to all of them. So for me, I feel like I want to focus. If this doesn't work, then I have time to move on. You know, the first few days you will know, is it going to work or not? And then I keep moving on. Otherwise, if I start dating 3, 4, 5 people, I'm not going to give them the attention that kind of a relationship, deserves. I know for you.
Yeah, I feel like that's like going to Gikomba and going specifically to only one person selling clothes. Like, so how do you know what else is out there? I'm just saying, dating, not marriage, but in dating, I think you should look around. Now, I'm not saying sleep with everybody, but I have nothing wrong with dating Sarah, James, John.
Okay.
And kind of trying to, especially in the beginning stages of the relationship, trying to fill it out and see who do I have more in common with.
So if I go to Gikomba and I look at the greens, I'm on Sukuma Wiki and I see this Sukuma Wiki and I look at it, I go cook it at home and I like it, then I should know this is a mama that will be coming for Sukuma.
But now, okay, let's do your Gikomba analogy with clothes, okay? Yeah. I left home, nimepanda mat, nimelipa fare, nimetembea, nimefika Gikomba because I really need a couple more t-shirts. But in the middle, I go to the guy who sells t-shirts, I find 1 or 2. But as I'm walking out, I turn this side and there's a new lady selling clothes and she has really nice pants that will go really well with those t-shirts I just bought, and it's within my budget because she's very cheap. Now, if I just walked straight out and didn't bother to look, how would I know those pants were there and how good they would make me look? I'm just saying, so you took your collard greens home, but you don't know how the terere tastes because you never stopped to look at the terere. You just took skuma home, right? You invested your bus fare, your time, kukata skuma, kukaranga, which is all good. But labda ungechukua skuma and terere, you'd have had 2 meals for 2 different days in the week, and you'd have found a different taste.
It comes down to, if I ate that skuma and I liked it, and I'm satisfied, then I'm good.
What happens if you're not satisfied?
No, that's different though. That's different. I'm not advocating for you. I'm not advocating for you going for skuma and then realizing you don't like it and then you're sticking to it. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when I'm dating you, I want to see, is this going to work? Am I going to be happy? Because happiness has to be important. Happiness is a top priority.
No.
Am I going to be happy?
Right, but at the beginning, you don't really know somebody well enough, right? So why would you invest that much time?
That's why you're dating, though. That's why you're dating, to get to know them.
Right, but
and for now,
around.
But V, right now, everybody is busy. Everybody is busy. We have busy schedules. I don't have time for A, B, C, and D.
I feel being busy is the exact reason why you should date more than one person at once. So if I'm so caught up in my schedule and I'm doing online dating, I mean, can you imagine how much time I've invested now to go on this one date with this person that just ends up being, no, you're going to kiss a lot of frogs before you actually find one decent human being, right? Oh, I want to come out, kiss the frog, and then start again, kiss the frog. I could have 3 frogs going at the same time and process of elimination. And understand me, not for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months. But I do believe, especially the first 1, 2, 3 months, I think it's okay to date more than one person. And by dating, I mean we meet for coffee, we meet for dinner, we have those general public spaces. Kind of. Now you break it. John and Jerry are a little good. Then you go on a few days, you're like, Apana, Jerry's too clingy. Let me try with John. Then now you try with John and go a few months down the line and see if that works out.
And to you, getting to know all those things, you need like months to get to know that. I feel like for me, first 2 dates, 3 dates, I know already. Like it's gonna go.
Because again, I have been before in my life been very heavily in my work schedule, right? So sometimes you're tired, you're rushing, you're whatever. I don't think it's a complete good gauge of a person. At least a month. At least, and by a month I mean at least 3, 4 dates. Okay, by then I can eliminate you, but I don't want to meet someone on the first date and just be like, all right, because you can meet somebody who's going through something at that time, somebody with a bad day at work, somebody who's stressed out because of A, B, C, D. Oh, Amma, what do you think? You think with the first two you can eliminate and be like, this one, no way, no thank you?
No, for me, I'm thinking,
Yeah.
if I'm coming to see you, I am making sure I'm good. You know, my spirit is good. I am excited to come into this first date. And so I'm not thinking about anything else that is going to cloud. Or so I'm trying to make my first impression. And I'm hoping the person I'm meeting is also in the same kind of a mindset.
Right.
And that's why I was saying my first date is really can tell if it's going to work or not.
No, I hear you. And I hear you on the fact that if you come to my first date and you didn't even make an effort, like your clothes look raggedy, and I'm not saying come with designer, but I'm just saying you're not clean, your hair's not combed, you're not putting on your best impression, honey, and it's our first date, that it's your chance to impress me, then no.
And you want me to pay for the dinner?
I mean, sis, okay. It's chivalrous for a man to pay for the first date. I'm okay with it. But as a woman, I'm going to put down the tip. I'm just letting you know, bro. It's not that serious. You know, and I think it also shows some kind of, we're comrades. You're not in this on your own. I'm just as excited to sit here and have a meal with you. And I appreciate.
I agree with paying the tip.
Yeah, but not the meal.
If you make me pay the bill, it's gonna be a problem. This is
who asked. Okay, and I guess that will go back to our previous video, right? Where I'm bold enough to ask a guy on a date, and you said that's a no-no for you. So I would, because for me, then I would say depends who asked. If I say, yo, you want to have coffee, then I think I assume that I should pay for the coffee. And if you offer to pay, then more points to you, bro. But I understand what you're saying. The traditional way a man invited you for a date, then yes, honey, you need to pull out that wallet and pay that money. Okay, and not these things, of because I've seen these dudes, they paid, the bill is $50, they've told 45, like, oh, you got 5 on you, hun. That is the you are seeing this girl. And you know what? It's always the dude that tells you, I know this really nice place with really good, you know, put whatever you like to eat there, and then you meet for the date, and you know, you can tell there's this type of dude who chicks don't like, but I respect them because they'll say, listen, pay your way and I'll pay mine. If I still come for the date, I already know what it is, right? But if you and then when the waiter comes, now you're starting to chuck after your pockets, like you don't know, like you're not the one who does stuff, you don't know what's in those pockets, bro. Ain't nobody got time for that. No, but speaking about first dates, tell me some of your don'ts on the first date.
Well, I'm going to talk about the obvious. Of course, you know, you don't go sleeping with them. You just don't do that. You just don't do that. But hey, listen, like you've said, you know, the last time I did somebody was 2007 when I met my husband. So listen, you guys, don't come for me. Don't come for me, yo.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who stick to what you say. And actually, I agree with this. I'm not a big.
And you know why I say that? Because I feel like once you do that, it clouds your judgment.
Right. I mean, and it can go both ways. I mean, you can have amazing sex and be like, oh my God, but it can also be very lousy and just be a nice guy. I'm just saying, it can go both ways. Yeah, I agree with you. No sex on the first date. I mean, I know people who've done it and they're okay.
You agree with me?
Clutch and pearl, honey. I agree. I just think, like you said, and I mentioned this in our previous video, guys. Check out our videos. More that from mamas be banging. But I did say this before. It's a step you cannot go back on. Never, never, never. It doesn't matter how amazing the sex was. It doesn't matter what skills you've been taught over time. No. And
what else?
Those of you who've done it, I mean, I'm not judging you. I'm just giving you my opinion. I don't think you should give too much of your own personal information because, again, this is a stranger. You see this crazy.
Yeah, of course.
Be careful. But I also don't think you should hold back too much in terms of what your goals and dreams and expectations from our relationship.
I agree.
So I'm not saying, okay, I'm on a date with you, Sarah. Okay, Sarah, I want to marry you. No, but I would think it's okay to say, this is where I am in my life. I am looking to date. I am looking to marry in maybe 3 to 4 years. I look forward to having 3 or 4 children in my future, and leave it at that. And I think you pick up on the energy of the other person. Either they're gonna, 1, freak out and never call you again, or 2, be able to say, you know what? In 5 years, I wouldn't mind having 3 or 4 kids. It takes me a lot of time. Why go forward?
Yeah, it's true. It's important to talk about those things that you value and those things that you want to have in life. So I agree.
On dating stuff. What? It must be the tea I had this morning. But you know, so many, and I feel especially as women, a lot of times you meet a guy who's telling you clearly what he doesn't want, and we always think at a change to, it's okay. Girls, if the man is telling you he doesn't want kids and you want kids, or vice versa, because I met guys who want kids, and the chick is clearly
Oh,
saying, I'm not, and they always think, no, if the person is telling that's not what they want, believe them the first time. Believe them.
Mm-hmm. You know what gets me though? What gets me is somebody you go on a first date. Before is online dating, and somebody has put in this. They have that's something else. Something else is they have put their best picture. Probably took 10 years ago on their profile, and so you go and meet this dude. Oh my gosh, what do you do?
See me, I've put my old pictures on a profile dating site. I'm just saying. Because there's always that one picture where your belly was a little flatter, But no, I hear what you're saying. I still feel though, kuna ile kudanganya mtu. Like you should not look so different from your pic that you walk up and you're like, who was that? No, there's other people who go further. Some people who don't even put their own pictures, right? They put a friend. So you're my friend, and I think I'm running the profile, Nini, but you're my friend, and I posted you, and I show up a completely different. Yes, girl. When I did attempt online dating, it wasn't for me. Because when I did, I had my girlfriend, her name is Keisha. Hey, Keisha. I would always tell Keisha, I'm going on a date here. This is the time I'm going to arrive. If you don't hear from me at this time, call the police. I think if you're approaching a person doesn't look like they are, there's two ways about it. One is panic, because what are you hiding? But I also feel society has taught us so much what you're supposed to look like, that there's people who do that because they're so insecure. But then again, think about it. Do you really want to be in a relationship with someone who cannot be honest from the jump about who they are? Why would there be somebody who fell in love with that picture and not who they really are? Something's wrong with that. And on top of that, dating, everybody's always trying to ask what your feet look like. And girl, here's a question. When you're dating, assuming how I said in the beginning, you date, you try and carry along and see. When do you, I believe you need to ask, because I think a lot of females, we don't ask, we assume. You need to ask if you're exclusive with that person. I think I just saw a post on Facebook in one of those girls club or something, and this lady said she was dating the guy for so long, and she's like, what are we? Put a label on it. And he's like, a label for what? And she's like, I cook for you, I clean for you. And he's like, yeah, but I didn't ask you to do those things. And I think it's important to just ask a dude, are we dating or what's up? What's going on?
To me is my second date, if not the first. Listen.
I'm meeting you because I'm okay with you being a hookup. Am I meeting you because we have potential to have to date? Or when me and my husband began dating, in the beginning I was quiet. Because, like I said, I was seeing what was in the water. He knows this. But at a certain point where I started to feel we were connecting more, we were talking more, I was spending more time with him than anybody else. When I'm checking my phone, it's him I'm texting back. It's, then I was like, this is where I'm at. And I said, I'm at the point where I feel like I only want to pursue this with you. How do you feel? And he was like, oh yeah, I ain't talking to nobody else. I'm like, all right, bro. So then the mass text went out to the associates. Thank you very much for your time. But at this point, I'm gonna go find somebody else. And that's exactly the text I sent. I'm not gonna lie to you. And after that, there's the people who are like, you're joking. And I'm like, block. I'm not joking. And there's the people who understood and respected me. I have a friend who we stayed friends because he was like, oh, thank you for letting me know. And he dropped off, and that's it. And then I pursued now the dating with only the hobby. And that's when you move to the other.
I agree.
So what would be your conclusion to anybody out there who's looking to date? What do you say? Go monogamous? Don't go monogamous?
Everybody follow me. Go monogamous. Yes.
Listen, and when she's done with that crap, listen to me, guys. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Okay? Because you could drop the basket and they'll all break. And now what you gonna have for breakfast? Try 2 or 3, Johnny, James, and Jennifer. And I'm just saying, at least for the first month, don't sleep with them all. Okay? Just go for coffee with them all until you find who drinks the same amount of sugar as you do.
Come on now.
Yes, you better like, subscribe, and share this video.
Yes.
Next time on the Mother from Mama. Bye.